Here with Fred Warren, East Tennessee State golf coach, who is retiring in June after a career that began at ETSU in 1986. Fred, how is it going to feel when you get out of bed one morning and you don't have a team to coach?
It'll be different for sure, but I'm looking forward to having a little more time during the season to do the job correctly as a coach. It's a 60, 70, 80 hour a week job, and so I'm looking forward to have a little more time, but I'll still be involved in some way with ETSU in athletics. I'm remaining in Johnson City, and I'll be around the community and around ETSU.
Well, you certainly are around the community with all the volunteering and help you do with certain animal causes. What attracts you to want to help animals so much?
First, our team did community service, and I felt it was important to deal with either people or animals because I wanted to see the impact that our team could have on the lives of animals or people. And we got involved with the Humane Society and the animal shelter, and one thing led to another, and I started volunteering myself on my own time. And then as time went on, I began serving on the boards of both organizations.
Well, I know you began kind of as a cat person, and you've had cats, but you've recently acquired a couple of dogs. How have you reconciled those two things, having cats and dogs?
Yeah, it's really interesting. The Humane Society, I kid Lucinda Grandy, the president of the Humane Society, and of course her husband Joe, the mayor of Washington County. I had this nice peaceful life until we went to actually an ETSU function, and I mentioned I had two cats that are now almost 18 years old, and Lucinda became president of the Humane Society, and she introduced me to their cat committee, and so I have a couple other cats now. And then I adopted two pit bulls from the shelter rescue this last fall, and couldn't be happier.
And their names, the pit bulls?
The pit bulls are Venus and Chief.
Well, they look like they have a lot of fun in your yard. I've seen videos that you showed me.
Yeah, I've wanted dogs. I haven't had any dogs since I was a child, because due to the travels, and that's another thing that I want to spend some time with. I enjoy walking them, and they probably enjoy walking me.
Well, you've been in Johnson City a long time. How have you seen the city change and grow?
Boy, it's grown a lot over the last 33 years. First, the golf, obviously. We have more golf courses now. Blackthorn comes to mind. Cattails at Meadowview. When I first arrived, we played Pine Oaks and Buffalo Valley and Johnson City Country Club, and we've been able to expand a little bit. The other thing I've noticed over 33 years, traffic's increased a lot. It used to be you could get around from one side of town to the other in about 10, 15 minutes. It takes a little longer now, but the university's grown in such wonderful ways, and the one thing that has remained constant, though, is the people in Northeast Tennessee are some of the best people in America.
As coaching at the top level of college golf, you've gotten to see a lot of these guys that now on tour playing in college, and you've had guys come through your program playing on tour. How has the game changed, or has it, since you started here?
Yeah, it's changed dramatically. I think there was an article recently that when Tiger Woods set the NCAA scoring record his sophomore year, that same scoring average this year wouldn't be in the top 50 players in college golf. So equipment's gotten better, fitness has gotten better, golf courses manicured better. Just one thing's led to another, where the scoring has gotten lower and lower. And the Tiger Woods effect, which actually started in about 1996 or 7, it's a cool sport, and we have a lot of good athletes playing it now. I'd say that maybe that's one of the things now that I've noticed. A lot of good athletes are playing golf, where before it was like people that weren't necessarily interested in basketball or baseball or football. Now some of those guys that could be really good at other sports are playing golf.
Your team was ranked #1 in the country back in 1996, and you've had so many awards: Coaches of the Year, you've had Players of the Year, you've had All-Americans, you've had All-Conference players. Do any moments stand out in your mind when you look back at your career?
Oh gosh, yeah, a lot. I would say being the #1 ranked team in Division I in all of college golf was certainly a milestone for us. Especially we did it in the fall and then carried it over for part of the spring. But I would say right now, with all that's happened, the '96 NCAA, where we beat the Stanford team led by Tiger Woods at the honors course, and it happened to be in Tennessee, so we had a lot of fans down there. That's certainly a highlight, and get to play with one of the greatest players of all time for 3 of his last 4 rounds of college golf.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. That was pretty easy, wasn't it?
It was.
Okay. I told you it would be. Thanks.
Okay.